you seek me, you will find me. And as Brother Steve was praying, if you notice, he mentioned finding God. And he mentioned seeking God. So we thank the Lord because he's always confirming what he's doing. We are looking at the book of Jeremiah, and for time's sake, I will just read. Okay, it should be up on the screen, right? Jeremiah chapter 29. And we're looking at verse 4 through 13. So Darren, how did we do with those images? Were we able to? Okay, good. I'm not ready for me yet, but thank you. I love that, brother. Hallelujah. Are you there? Say amen. Amen. Thus says the Lord of hosts, I'm reading from the New King James Version, the God of Israel, to all who were carried away captive, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem to Babylon. Build houses and dwell in them. Plant gardens and eat their fruit. Take wives and begat the sons and daughters, to take wives for your sons and give your daughters to husbands, so that they may bear sons and daughters, that you may be increased there and not diminished. And seek the peace of the city where I have caused you to be carried away captive, and pray to the Lord for it, for in its peace you will have peace. Somebody needs to underline that. But thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, do not let your prophets or your diviners who are in the midst deceive you, nor listen to your dreams which you cause to be dreamed. For they prophesy falsely to you in my name. I have not sent them, says the Lord. For thus says the Lord, after 70 years are completed at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you and cause you to return to this place. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. Then you will call upon me and go and pray to me, and I will listen to you. My wife's favorite verse here. And you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. Hallelujah. I don't know why the Lord gives me this Babylonian illustration all the time, but it's powerful. And I just want to give you some background on this chapter. This chapter may be placed a few years after the exile of 597 BC. We all know that because of rebellion, the land of Judah, the tribe of Judah, was taken captive by the Babylonian Empire. And I want you to imagine this now. If you do the math knowledge-wise, from Jerusalem to Babylon was 500 miles. So they literally not only came, destroyed their land, killed a lot of people, but took them on a 500-mile journey. That's like going from here to North Carolina. It probably took about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Okay? And this was probably one of the more confusing times in their history. How many of you remember those times when there was a lot of confusion in your life? Right? Where all of a sudden things changed, and all of a sudden you're in a completely different predicament. Every one of us have been to Babylon. But I just want you to imagine this now. All of a sudden now, things are about to change. Can you give me that first photo up there? It should be there. Yes, thank you. This is where they used to live. Y'all see the gates around there? Y'all remember Nehemiah came back and he built the gates. Y'all remember that, right? This was where they lived, right? But the leadership of that nation turned from God. And now, even if you were of the righteous, you still got caught up in the winds of judgment. Amen? Right? And now, all of a sudden, they're on their way to Babylon, because of the sin at the top. So what this message is doing today when God is saying, if you seek me, you'll find me, is that we've got to get more structured in our daily ability to seek the Lord. Many of us, we clean our house on time. We take care of our yards on time. We have maintenance programs for everything else, but when it comes to God, He seems to be last. We kind of fit Him in, okay? And what's happening now, there's a transition happening where our nation is becoming Babylon, all right? Now, give me the next photo. They went from here to here, okay? We're talking about now big changes. And the big problem with them at that time was they were not listening to the prophet Jeremiah, which we just read. Because Jeremiah was trying to tell the people, surrender. Sometimes God will tell you to do things that don't make sense.
Amen.
What do you mean surrender? That doesn't make sense. No, surrender. And you'll be fine. Well, Zedekiah the king, he decided, no, I'm not surrendering. Right? He decides to escape out the back. Well, Nebuchadnezzar, go back to that last picture. Nebuchadnezzar and them, they had besieged the city. So they set up shop around the city for a few years. So they couldn't act and trade, nothing could come in and out of the city. That's what the enemy does, though. When we're not paying attention, he surrounds us. Right? And he's now setting up shop, and we don't even know. Because we don't know how to seek him with all our heart. Hallelujah. And as a result of Zedekiah, go back to that next book, rebelling and not listening to Jeremiah, when they caught him, they gouged his eyes out. And before they did it, they said, the last thing you're going to see is your son's killed. And they killed his son right in front of him. They gouged his eyes out, and then they paraded him through the streets of Babylon. How many know the devil is alive? Now, even though I made some mistakes and I've been taken into Babylon, God is still with me. He's still with you in Babylon. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's look at some of these changes. Change in government. Now all of a sudden they got a change in government. Do we see a change in our government? Many of us, some of us, we remember back in the days when people cared about what was on our televisions, right? The area of morality, there was a concern. We don't see that anymore, right? They saw a change in cultural behavior patterns, whole new culture now. Are we not seeing some changes culturally? And then here's one on like secular humanism. Big change, in case some of you don't know what that is. That is a belief that humanity is capable of morality and self-fulfillment without a belief in the true and living God. Are we not there now? Yes. So they went from now worshiping freely under a system God put in place now to a whole new change when we talk about government, cultural behavior, and secular humanism. Do we not see that happening today in our land? Yes. Now, on top of that now, there's some emotional changes. Now, all of a sudden, there's a lot of fear. Because they got to count on what Jeremiah said. They are now under a ruthless king. Are they going to live? Are they going to die? What's going to happen? There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of heartache. Can you imagine now, all of a sudden, New Jersey now, Israel is the size of New Jersey. So to say when we talk about Jerusalem, I don't have the numbers to tell you how big that was, but just imagine now, Manasquan was completely surrounded. And the next thing you know, they killed family, they tore down our buildings, your home, you had no home, and all of a sudden now, you start a journey to North Carolina. Don't tell me there wasn't any heartache. Don't tell me there wasn't any fear. Don't tell me there wasn't any anger and anxiety. Don't tell me there wasn't any depression. And then, this is the big one, there had to be a lot of regret. I've had times in my life, especially in my Christian journey, when I didn't listen to God, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there and God has sent me to Babylon. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? Huh? And how about that regret that settles in? See, I thank God that He has healed me and delivered me from regret. If you serve Him, have you repented for whatever that thing was, then you have no business being in a position of regret. Hallelujah. God doesn't see what we've done anymore. Huh? Our sins are from the east as from the west. We see regret. But here's the big thing that I think they felt more than anything, that God is not with us. They had to feel God. They had to wonder about the promises. Are we really going to be the race that leads to the Messiah? All these things had to be in jeopardy. And some of you here are wondering, will God ever fulfill His word? Will God ever heal my land? I ask you the question because He's saying, if you seek me, you'll find me. That's what He came ahead and come out here to say this morning. Now, there's one other problem if we reread verse 8. The spiritual leaders at this time were not hearing from God. Look what it says in verse 8. It says, but thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, do not let your prophets and your diviners who are in your midst deceive you, nor listen to your dreams which cause you to dream. For they prophesy falsely to you in my name. I have not sent them, saith the Lord. So here they are now. They're in Babylon. And you've got prophets telling them that Babylon is soon to fall. And we're going to be renewed and delivered, and we're going to be set free from this oppression. Jeremiah now is in Jerusalem. He sends word that that's not the case. And it is imperative that you and I hear God today. Some of you need to develop your hearing ability of the Spirit of God. It is very crucial for me. I need your prayers because I need to hear God. Hallelujah. We're living in a time right now. I can't come out here and give you something that's not God. I got to give you something that God gave you. I told you, the Spirit spoke to me early in the year, and He said, this is the season for somebody's blessing. Yes. This is the season for those of you who have been praying and laboring all these years. I'm going to move. This is your 70th year in Babylon, and I'm coming. Out of nowhere. Stuff is happening in my family that I've been praying about for 20 years. Out of nowhere. God showed up and turned everything around. Hallelujah. Well, I say that to say that it is imperative that you and I make decisions and that we listen and hear God. But we need to pray for these dead churches that are not preaching God's truth. A whole lot of churches, they're not hearing from God. Hallelujah. Spiritual leaders will not. Now, we've looked at the problem. Let's look at some of the solutions. Amen. First thing is accept His plan and trust His faithfulness. I'm going to say that one more time. Accept His plan. Some of y'all have a problem with that right there, right? Right? Some of you kids in here are questioning, why is this happening to me? Why aren't mommy and daddy getting along? Why am I dealing with this person in school? Right? I'm here to tell you, young people, God's got a plan. And watch Him. He's got your back. He's going to take care of mom and dad. He's going to take care of the bully, the whole nine. I need to say this. Oh, yes, I read the Holy Spirit. Can I talk to my young people for a second? Y'all all right? I know we're running over them. Y'all see the time that I am. Things changed in Babylon. When they got to Babylon, it was a different world. We are seeing a different world. We are seeing things being said that go against God's laws and statutes.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear what I'm saying? I know you have to go to school being taught that it's okay for Johnny to date Dan. All right? That is a lie. That's a lie. God ordained that a man and woman would represent him in the covenant of marriage, and don't you ever forget that. You come to this church, you believe that Jesus Christ died and rose and from the dead and redeemed you of your sin. You have a youth director who blesses you, and youth directors that teach you the word. Well, I want to back up his word. It is not lawful for a young girl to walk with another young girl and they say they're dating. It is not lawful for a young boy to walk with another boy. Don't you ever forget that. Hallelujah. The devil is a liar. And we have a generation that is walking away from God's laws and statutes. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Amen. Somebody shout hallelujah. He's worthy to be praised. The solution now, accept his plans and trust his faithfulness. Trust his faithfulness. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter that things are changing. It doesn't matter that government is not what it used to be, the cultural behavior pattern, secular humanism. It doesn't matter. We need to accept his plan and trust his faithfulness.
That's right.
All right? Notice verse 10. Look what it says. For thus says the Lord, after what? 70 years are completed at Babylon, I will visit you and what? Perform my good word towards you and cause you to return to this place. Y'all see that there, right?
Yes, sir.
God is saying something completely different through the prophet Jeremiah that the other prophets are saying. He's telling them, no, y'all going to be in Babylon for a little bit. I don't concern myself with how long I've been waiting on God. I don't concern myself with, wow, man, nothing seems to be changing. I know what he said. And you need to know what he said because he's a faithful God.
Yes, he is.
Right? The next thing now is whatever situation you're in Babylon, you need to be looking for peace. Hallelujah. Look at verse 11. What does he say there? For I know the thoughts that I have to think toward you, says the Lord. What did he say there? Thoughts of peace and not evil. To give you a future of hope. So we see two things there. We see that now peace is something that God desires that we have. Peace now in the middle of the storm is the greatest gift you can have. Yes. The greatest gift you can have. I've had times in my life where I thought I was going to lose my mind. I had times in my life where I woke up in the morning, that battle was sitting right there. And the way that battle just met me as soon as I opened my eyes. And I had to get up, go to work, maybe even teach a Bible study, whatever. So I had to fight all day long just to keep my peace. You got your peace through the storm. You got everything. Some of y'all don't have no peace. You wake up in the morning and the devil throws 1 hour away. There you go. You done lost your peace. You got to get peace in Babylon. So what? I'm going to be here for a little while. As long as he's with me, I'm all right. I don't care if I'm in Babylon. I don't care if I'm in Paris. I don't care if I'm in Hawaii. I don't care if I'm in Iraq. If he's with me, it's going to be all right. I'm saying, listen, y'all. You can seek me. You can find me. No matter what it looks like. We need to keep in mind how God feels about the situation. And we just read in verse 11. He wants you to know no matter what it looks like, what it feels like, underline verse 11. He says, for I know the thoughts that I think toward you. Don't listen to what the devil says. Well, what happened and the mistakes you made and you didn't do this right. He says, what are my thoughts toward you? My happened yesterday. I'm getting ready to bless.